Did you steam that baby before you put it on?
It's fresh.
Dad was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, you have great, like it's got stickers on it and everything. You know, it's got. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to episode 4. Episode 4 of Honestly Moto. We got a little bit of an excitement tonight, I think. I don't really know. I think we need to address the elephant in the room that Nick's down in Florida for his training.
That son of a bitch.
Yep, for his riding school, and he has bad service, so he's gonna miss out on this one. And I don't know, he had bad service at his house, he has bad service in Florida. Where can we get this guy to get some service?
You know who else has bad service?
Me,
our fucking guest, who's gonna be on later, who had more balls to show up.
True.
Than our own co-host.
Our guest has pretty bad connection, so we're going to apologize for that, and hopefully everything goes smooth, but we're going to run it anyways. Derek, what have you been up to this week?
Dude, it's been Christmas, man. I got some new gats. Got my wife a new gat. Got her a stun gun for Christmas, what all wives dream of when they think about holiday spirit and presents. It's stun guns, so yeah, just been doing that whole thing, and it's Monday now, 27th, back to the real world. Back to work. How about you, pal?
Yeah, nothing really gets life going, or the holiday spirit, like a nice stun gun. I'm good, just coming down from the holiday high.
Are you?
I don't want to mention my job on here, so.
Well, you mentioned earlier that you had a bottle of Wiggy in the kitchen. Is that the come down from your Christmas high? You came all the way down to a bottle of Wiggy, which you don't even drink?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's pretty much gotten there. That's where we're at right now. But I don't know. My job sucks. We'll put it that way, but that's all we're going to say about it.
Everybody's job sucks.
I already addressed the elephant in the room, right? The Nick situation.
Yeah. I called him a real son of a bitch. Real ashamed that he's using service as an excuse. And we see him. He's online. I see him right now.
Is he?
But, or at least he was.
He's trying to get that backdoor view to the podcast. That's fine.
He's funding this operation anyways, so that's good.
Yeah.
He's provided us with a budget to last at least till episode 4. Episode 5 is, it's 50-50 at this point.
Episode 5 may be pending. If you want to be a sponsor, let us know. But no, tonight's sponsor is a good company. It's Novik Gloves. They did the past 3 episodes. Derek, did you ever own a pair of Novik Gloves?
I did.
Did I steal them or no?
No, you actually gave them to me. Spent a lot of my career blowing through old, I don't know, like 10-year out-of-date gloves that were a little rough on these boys.
Yeah.
Got into Novik right at the end of my riding career and still have them. I need to just wear them during podcasts, I guess, but didn't think that far ahead.
Yeah. That was my thing with Novik. Like, I didn't get... Well, I take that back. I only owned, probably 3 different brands of gloves, and I had O'Neill gloves to start, and then I tried some Fox gloves, and then I got Novik gloves, and I don't think I ever had another pair of gloves. Like, I bought 3 pairs of them, and they're awesome. Like, it's not necessarily, like, You're probably gonna have to cut this right here somewhere. But the quality of Novik's gloves are good, but I always like their designs. Like they always had stuff that stood out above other stuff. Like it was just different, you know. And like this year, he did like some Saved by the Bell theme. Did you see that, Eric?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. I always loved them. I had 3 pair of them, and to speak for the quality side of it, like I said, I only had 3 different brands. I had O'Neill, Fox, and then I wore Nova gloves. And I think I wore the same 3 pairs for like, it had to have been 7 to 8 years. Until the only time I ever got rid of any, I threw them away because I crashed your bike at Finger Lakes and the bike landed on me and the brake rotor landed in my palm and burnt the gloves. So
Son of a bitch, dude.
Yeah. They're probably fire resistant now though. Nova gloves.
I think so. I've heard the R&D is straight out of Russia these days, and they got some shit you don't even want to know about. Don't even ask, dude. That's why it's not advertised. Don't even ask.
No, but go buy some Nova gloves. Good stuff. Good people. And thanks for helping us out with this podcast, even though Nick can't be here. Supercross is coming up, Derek.
Yeah, man. Did you watch the preview show?
I didn't. Well, no,
you slept through it during Christmas. Yeah, it randomly came on during our Christmas festivities, which was odd.
Is that what was going on?
Yeah, we went straight from like some, I don't know, some Charlie Brown Christmas shit, and then like Supercross preview show was on after that. I don't know how that happened, but it did. Slept through it then, but I watched it on the drive home. I kind of have a rant about it, but you didn't watch it at all, you said?
No, like not at all.
Any interest in watching it?
Yeah, I was actually going to do that, but then I got off work and like I had this podcast thing I had to do, so.
Yeah, well, save your fucking time because it was the same preview show that's been on the past 5 years, dude. They give you a rundown of, I don't know, they start with finishing order last year for the 450 class. I know how Supercross works. Everyone knows at this point. Anyone who watches Supercross knows how Supercross works. I don't need you to break it down to me anymore. They put on strobe lights and they have Ralph Shaheen's voice going, even though he's not even a part of the broadcast anymore. They just tell you how Supercross works and they try to prove to you how tough this sport is. When's the last time you saw the NFL do any kind of show explaining to you what football is, how football works?
Yeah, but we kind of talked about that though. Like this sport's not really at that level, like to where everybody knows what it is. So
we gotta stop pretending, man. Maybe it's not gonna get there. I don't know. And I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer here, but maybe it's not going to get there, or maybe it's not getting there because we're so fucking stupid. We got fucking Ned Cross running fucking production for Supercross now, and it's just strobe lights, Dirt Ned, strobe lights. Fucking give Dirt Shark and fucking Team Fried the reins and let them run all productions from here on out. No more problems for me.
Was that your rant?
That was my rant.
Okay. That's actually pretty funny.
It's the same shit. It's pictures of Ken Roxon's broken arm. It's, Cooper Webb's so tough. That's what makes him different. I fucking know, dude.
You're going to be busy this week, bud.
Dude, I've been plenty busy the past couple weeks. Trust me.
I feel you, dude.
It can't get worse.
You don't know how much, like, let me say this like a motocross rider would say it. I can't thank you enough for doing the editing shit and this. Like, I thought it would be easy to just do a podcast once a week, but it's not. You gotta find guests. You gotta, like, we have no plan tonight, just so you guys know. We have a guest, but we have zero plan, it's a loose operation. We have zero preparation, and we're just gonna roll with it, so.
I have a blank notepad in front of me to take notes as I go. Zero preparation.
Dude, I got this notepad too. Look how thick that thing is. You know why? Because I haven't used it.
Dude, that's the benefits of having a podcast that no one listens to is that, like, hey, dude, let's say start time's 8:00, but I gotta take a shit at 8:00. I can go spend 20 minutes on the shitter and just take my time. And you guys are going to see this at the same time that you would have anyways. And
Exactly.
I get to clear my bowels.
Yeah, the point is that there's no scoring system here and nothing really matters, you know? Like, anyways, we're coming up on Supercross 2022. God. Dude, okay, I just thought about this. Chad Reed retired, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and there's people talking about him coming back. He's going to race some stuff, like maybe some select rounds, like just to... Because his last retirement got robbed by COVID, kind of. But I just thought about this. 2022?
2022, Chad Reed showing up to Daytona to claim 22nd place.
That's fine, though.
He's coming in for second in that LCQ fucking hot, dude. Watch out.
There's going to be a lot of people coming in for second in the LCQ this year, I can tell you that.
Yeah, that's how it goes, dude.
But no, I think he's gonna do a 2022 send-off, so you heard it here first. Look for Chad Reed. That's usually you didn't hear it here first.
I did. Like, where's he gonna show up?
Place-wise?
No,
or,
like location in Minneapolis, Washington. Is he gonna show up there?
No, yeah. We'll talk about that later. A lot of people, or I think like Indy or something like that, but there's some people saying Daytona, but that's not really his gig, Daytona. But
he once said sand doesn't belong on a Supercross track.
Right.
So it's got to rank pretty low, I'd imagine. But
right, and I think I like sand most of the time because people go in there all hot with their front stiff suspension and just wash it out big time. But I think that sand's a good thing on Supercross tracks, and
I don't think it's good for whatever 2002 Yamaha piece of shit he was running to the championship.
Right.
I get his sand comments then.
I think he's one of those guys that wants whoops in a track.
Oh, whoops!
Like,
yeah.
Speaking of 2022 Supercross, our next guest is going to be racing in the 250 class of 2022 Monster Energy Supercross,
which is the night before Monster Jam takes over the arena.
The key word there is monster.
Fuck yeah.
Right. We're trying to get some clips tonight.
What's up, brother?
All right. He's wearing a different shirt than the last time I saw him. Number 194, Lance Kobusch. What's up, buddy?
Gucci.
God, your video went straight to shit, man. We tested this.
I'm currently in Area 51.
That sounds like it, dude. Elon Musk got you blacked out. You don't have Wi-Fi there?
No, dude.
This he scooted a chair length away.
It worked.
It is for right now.
Technically, this is where I was earlier, and then I just like scooted it over.
See, everything makes
so
a difference.
maybe this is.
Right now, you're good.
Yeah, it kind of is fucking working. Perfect. This is crazy.
It's unbelievable.
It's like when you punch the TV remote and it works.
Yeah. So let's try this again, Lance. What have you been up to besides fucking dirt bikes?
I have done nothing but fish, hunt. The other week we had like a whole week where we did nothing but play basketball. And Chad, I think you would have been proud of me.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because whenever me and you were living in Oklahoma, we literally had nothing. Yeah, okay. And we had nothing to do, so me and Chad would just go outside and play basketball all the time. And so I got to showcase my skills the other day, so that was cool.
That's great because Chad also showcased his skills this holiday weekend, and it doesn't look like he shot a basketball in 20 years, so that didn't pay off for him at all.
I haven't shot a basketball since the last time I played with Lance, so you're right. But Lance, it's funny you said that, dude, because right here in my notes, I said Are you mad that I had better dunks in Oklahoma City at Jeff's house than you did? So
Whatever. Yeah.
it's literally
this
right
guy's-
there.
Okay, I was like 16 years old, and this guy thinks he's better than me because he played high school sports. And I
Sports
see how
ball.
many D1 offers he had. So
All right, dude. All right, you got me there. You still got dunked on though. That's the difference.
yeah, because it was like maybe a 7 foot. Yeah, but
Yeah.
Chad has like a 12 sheet vertical, like 12 sheets of paper.
Damn, dude, I didn't know we were bringing on a comedian, man. No, that's funny though, because we did do a lot of street balling in Oklahoma City. It was a good time.
Yeah, no, I had a lot of fun. Except it was only like 107-mile-an-hour winds every day.
And 107 degrees.
Yeah,
Both of
that was rough. That was a rough summer.
Where are you at right now? What state are you in right now?
I'm in Texas. This is like where I pretty much am full time.
What I'm assuming like you're doing Supercross this year, right?
That's the goal is to do the Kicker Arenacross series, and then that ends, and the following weekend is East Coast. So I want to go straight into it, but everything's been pretty scattered still. Like everybody I have around me is hustling. I'm putting everything I have into it, but just as far as everything kind of coming together, especially with like the world we live in today, it takes freaking 5 years to get apart. We're doing the Arenacross, and we're acting like we're going straight into Supercross. Whether we actually go into it or not is just whether or not we're ready. Everything's together. Everything feels good. Then we'll go. I might have to skip the first round, maybe the first 2 rounds, whatever it may be. But the goal is to go from Arenacross into Supercross, and then regardless what happens there, motocross the rest of the year.
That answered at least 10 questions that I had.
Well, I mean, just to get into the other obvious questions there. So, do you have any expectations for yourself, like for Arenacross, for Supercross specifically?
So for Arenacross, like whether it's on a smaller scale or not, and like the guys that do that, like Michael Hicks and those guys, they are good at what they do. So you can say, oh, they're, it's not as sought after or whatever, but those guys are fast and they are hard to beat. So I'm trying to stay pretty open-minded about everything and not think about it too much. Just go in with just on. I want to feel good. So if I show up and feel good, that's really the entire goal, regardless of the results. I mean, obviously, I think I should do really good in Arenacross, as well as I think if I get to where I can be comfortable in Supercross, I think I'll do good in that as well. But it's just something. I mean, I've only done one Supercross race ever in my life, and I had like no preparation whatsoever. So, my main goal for Supercross this year is to get to where I can show up to a race. My nerves and everything are under control, and I go out there and I feel comfortable. And if I can get to that point, I think everything else will come. It's just getting to that point, I think, will be a little bit easier said than done. And a lot of it will be just experience doing races. Obviously, the first round, I'm going to be pretty nervous. But just put myself really working on the mental side of things. That's literally all I've done since I stopped is working on myself mentally. Because after I took a break or whatever, I had a lot to learn, a lot to figure out. Because life changed for me. I didn't have dirt bikes in it, and then I was like, okay, like now I got to figure out who I am, who I want to be in this world. And so it was kind of like a deeper thing for me mentally, and kind of like a soul searching experience for me, not having dirt bikes. And so I'd say my number one goal is to just get to where I feel comfortable and I'm relaxed and I'm good mentally, and I control everything that I control. And then the stuff that I don't control, I'm not stressed about, I'm not worried about, but I'm just prepared mentally. And then I think all the results, I think being able to showcase my skills, all that will kind of come into play. And I think if I get to that point where I am, I think I'll turn a lot of heads and I'll surprise a lot of people. And because I feel that I have a lot to offer as far as being a skilled rider and having good speed and so that's probably the main goal for Supercross.
I think you already turned a lot of heads there with that answer. You said you want to be prepared, like you're not saying I'm going to come in and win. I'm not going to come in and do this, do that. You want to come in and you said comfortable. And I think that's a very good thing, for anybody to want to feel comfortable, because that's only going to lead to better results,
Yeah, definitely. And like so I went down and raced Minios, and it was my first race in like almost 2 years or something like that. And I mean, like, it was an amateur race, and those guys, they honestly, like, the intensity of it kind of surprised me. Those guys are fast. Like, I mean, I was already at that level, but it's been a long time. And so going back to that, those kids are no joke. I don't care how young they are or what. Those guys are fast. And I really did it just to be on the gate with fast guys, just to kind of break down that first barrier, take that first step into coming back. And like, results aside of mini O's, I would not change a single thing that I did. My preparation for it was awesome. I was super disciplined and worked really hard. And then once I got to the race, my nutrition was, or even leading up to it, but my nutrition was perfect. Like, and Chad, I used to struggle with that really bad. I would always look like I was freaking anorexic. I was always super skinny. So for me, I think nutrition is one of the number one things that I need to focus on this year. And because I feel like that was probably my weakest point in past years, because I've never been scared to work. I feel I have this image in motocross that I'm like a goofy, go happy type of guy. But when it comes to doing the work and being serious about it, I feel like I have that switch to go into like a serious mode. And because I'm not scared to work. I'll work myself into the ground before I'm like, oh no, I don't want to do that, So just being able to keep up with it on the nutrition side of things and not let myself get into that hole is the biggest thing. And but back to Minios is, not only am I really happy with the nutrition side of things, is mentally, like where I was from the minute I woke up till I went to bed, my sleep schedule. I was hydrated. It's just like every check mark that I had, I did it. Like I can think back through the entire week I was there, and I don't think I could do anything better. And I don't think I could be in any better place mentally. Like I was fired up and ready to go, but completely relaxed and calm. And when I got out there, a lot of times you get caught up in the hype of racing and all the chaos going around you, and you don't really know what's going on and you're not thinking clearly. When I got out there, I was like super clear in my head. I was making smart decisions. I wasn't doing anything stupid. I was relaxed, and I got better all week long. And so I was really happy with that, because it shows the progress I've made mentally, over this whole time I've been gone. And so for me, that was like a huge victory, regardless of what the results were.
You bring up a good point there. And I honestly hadn't even thought about it like that. And you're talking about the mental side of things and not making mistakes and stuff. And it just popped in my head, Monster Cup, when I don't remember what place you were running, but you what happened there? It was like a rhythm section, and I think you...
Are you talking about whenever I knocked myself out, or the time when because I crashed both motos? I was behind Seth. I was running second, and I was trying to get around Seth for the lead the first moto, and I slid out and got up and got fourth. And then the second moto, I have no recollection of the entire race. Like, I don't remember going to the line. I don't remember on the line. I don't remember the race. So I seen the video, and I was like mid-pack coming down into the rhythm and just don't know if I like hit a bump or what, but I was just swapping out coming into the rhythm and just basically out of control, wide open into a rhythm section, and woke up in an ambulance. So I don't really know.
Right, and that goes to the mental side of things. Like, you were fast enough to win that race. You have the talent to win that race. You're fast enough to win that race. All those things lined up, and you're saying maybe a mental side of things. I mean, that's very possible. Maybe you expect to get a better start or something, and maybe you panicked a little bit. It's hard to say, but
yeah, I mean, I could definitely see myself, being in the back and knowing that I had to win to have a chance at even a podium.
Or know where you're supposed to be better than that. Like, you knew where you were supposed to be.
Right. So I think getting caught up in the hype and being like, oh, I have to be that guy. And I also, like, the first year I went in, I had no expectations whatsoever, like on Super Mini, and whenever I won. But then whenever I came back as a big bike rider, there's more pressure because I was working on, if I go do good, there's a chance I can get a pro contract, like my year A, I put a ton of unnecessary pressure on myself. And I also struggled, like just in guidance, and I think I got caught up in the hype, not necessarily caught up in the hype, but more so I was my own worst enemy. Because I don't think I lacked the skill. I don't think I lacked the speed. And I definitely didn't lack the work. And I think it was just I beat myself up before the gate even dropped. I beat myself. And so letting myself get caught up in that hype and knowing that, like, I have to win. I have to do this. And gave me that sense of urgency, which forced me into that mistake. Whereas now it's not so much. My mindset isn't, I have to go do this. I have to do so good to make somebody happy. Now, like, my mindset is I'm happy. I'm excited to showcase my skills. That's all I want to do. All I want to do is I want to show up and perform for me and show everybody all the improvements I've made. And I think everything, and it all stems back to the mental side of things, because you look at guys, and I don't know if this is a good example or not, but like Cooper Webb, okay? Cooper Webb is fast, don't get me wrong, and super fit and super gnarly guy. But, like, he's not always the fastest guy at the race. He's probably not always the most fit guy at the race, and he'll go win. Why? I think just sheer mental strength. I think he's one of the gnarliest dudes out there when it comes to that. And so for me, that's all I've worked on. Of course, I've also been like trying to learn about the nutrition and physical training side of things as well. But mentally, I feel like I'm a completely different person than I was. I'm still not the person I want to be, but I'm better than the person I was, and I think I'm headed in the right direction. And so for that, I'm just happy to get the opportunity to go show what I've been working on.
I think you're in the right direction too. Derek, did you notice anything that came in right there that's coming to the last 3 episodes?
I guess I don't know what you're talking about in particular.
Mental toughness. That's been mentioned in all 3 episodes before you. Like, that's the biggest part of this sport, dude.
100%. And something else that I learned is that get rid of the sport altogether does the biggest thing in life. Like, everything is in your head. And so I think coming to the realization of, like, okay, I used to be somebody, right? And this was the hardest pill to swallow, is you give me a dirt bike and take me to a motocross track and I feel like I am somebody, You take my dirt bike away, dude, I'm just some other kid from a small town in Missouri. Like, I woke up in the morning and went to work. I came home from work and I was beat tired, and I'd still go to the gym afterwards. And, like, even though I wasn't racing, dude, I was in the gym at least 2-3 hours a day. I mean, some days I would go in there and just grind it out, just to put myself through after a full day's work. And I was doing insulation. So I was doing insulation. I was doing construction on the side. I was doing concrete every once in a while for my stepdad. I was helping my dad rebuild cars. And at the end of the day, I'd still go to the gym. And I'd wake up at 5:30, 6 in the morning, and I wouldn't go to bed till 11. I wake up, do it again, just to see where my breaking point was, just to get me to that point mentally where, I thought like maybe this is it. Maybe I'm done, and then go further. And I think it stems from a lot of like podcasts and learning and just learning about myself as a person. But that's just the type of stuff I would put myself through. And I went through a phase. So as soon as I quit or retired or whatever you want to call it, I didn't have any intentions of coming back. Like, I know obviously like a lot of people, every time they quit, they end up making a return. And I feel like it's just like, oh, I'm just another kid that did that. And if that's how you want to look at it, then okay. But I didn't have any intentions of it. But I just wanted to push myself to that point, just to learn about myself, just to see if I could do it, to push myself. It had nothing to do with dirt bikes. Like I was lifting weights. Like I put on a bunch of weight, gained a bunch of muscle, and like I put on like 15 pounds in 4 months of straight muscle, no body fat, nothing, just muscle. And but just to push myself there mentally. And but yeah, like I had no intentions of coming back. I had no intentions of riding. And like the deal that I have now came to me months and months ago, like pretty recently after I quit. And I told him no. Like I didn't want to do it. I was like, no, I'm over it. I'm done. I don't want anything to do with it. And it's been in the works for a long time. But that comes back to what I was going to say is, as soon as I retired or whatever, I got rid of my phone. I didn't have a phone for months. Like I had Facebook Messenger on my iPad that I'd keep in my car, just in case my mom or dad like had to call me or something. But no social media, no texting, no Snapchat, no, like, completely like fell off the face of the earth. Spent a lot of time in the woods, a lot of time on the lake, and just kind of, I guess, soul searching. And now I think what I like coming into this season, obviously like we're working on having a really good bike, the best bike that we can get. But do I think it's as good as like, those like let's say like Jet Lawrence's bike or something? Like, they have stuff that money can't buy. They have, I think they have the best stuff that you can get, the best stuff you can make. So, okay, I may not have a bike as good as them. I may not have all the people that he has to mentor him and to help him physically and like the eating, the nutrition side. I'm sure he has. I mean, I'm sure he's got a freaking army to sit there and do everything he needs done for him, right? And I don't have that stuff, but something I do have is I don't think he's ever put a roof on a house. I don't think he's ever been crawling through attics in a freaking space suit spraying insulation. He doesn't have that hate and that grit that, like, dude, your job, and this is the biggest thing, like riding, you wake up, you're like, oh, I'm sore today, I'm gonna have a light day, I'm gonna take it easy. Dude, your job doesn't give a shit. If you're sick, if you're like, oh man, I'm down in the dumps today, I don't really feel like going, too damn bad. If you don't go to work, you lose your job. You don't make money, you can't pay your bills. Right. Like, work does not care. You have to be there every day, day in, day out, regardless. And I don't think a lot of motocross kids have experienced that. I know a lot of privateers have, and like, respect to you guys. I understand now, and but I feel that I have that on them, and I think mentally I'll be a different animal this year. And I also don't want I don't need the hype, I don't need the publicity, I don't need any of that stuff. All I want is to go out there and prove it. And I may not prove it at all. I may go out there and fall flat on my face, but I'm perfectly okay with that. as long as I can learn from it and keep going, then I'm completely fine. I may suck all this year. I may suck next year, but it's not today, it's not tomorrow, and it may not be this year at all. But I promise I'll get there. And I have never, ever enjoyed dirt bikes more in my life than right now, ever. And I think that you'll see that. Yeah, but it's like, what sucks about it is like, the only way to learn that, I feel, is to go through it. And like for me, like it sucks I had to go through it, but I think it was the best thing in the world for me. I think now I'm capable of being a rider that I would have never reached before. And I don't know, and maybe those guys do have some crazy mindset and they'll be good for the rest of their life and they'll be successful and whatnot, and maybe they'll get done and they'll never have to work another day in their life, but I don't care about their career. I care about mine, and what I want to do. And so, like I hope those guys do great. And I just know that I'm going to be here and I'm going to continue to be here. And just when you think I'm not going to be there, I'm still going to be there. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
I mean, I'm in it for all of it now till my heart gives out, I guess.
Let's talk about the whoops.
Oh boy.
I saw on your Instagram post, you've been working on them a little bit, it looked like. You feeling comfortable in those bad boys or what?
I go around them most days. They scare me.
Everybody does, I think.
No, I'm kidding. No, not even a little bit. Still don't like them. Never liked them. Probably will never like them. But I do it, and because I don't care what you say. I'd hit 1 million sets of whoops before I crawl in another attic. Promise. I promise.
Hey, what's going on with you? What's going on with your hair right now?
What about it?
Is it black?
Yeah. No, it's not black. It's just dark brown.
It just looks like it was black. You're like
shadows.
Yeah, you're giving me that Michigan Mafia vibe, like that.
No way, dude.
Like
I'm not that far north. Hey, I'm from the same part as you. All right, you live like 45 minutes from me.
Yeah, I haven't went all black though yet, dude. I've never done that in my life.
No, well, it's not black. I didn't want to look emo, but
yeah, it's like those.
I don't know. I was like, I don't know, bored, I guess. Apparently. I mean, I've had blonde hair before, and I was like, well, yep, not for me. And now it's dark, and I'm like, well, yep, probably not for me. But I figure I might as well do it now and see. And rather than like, if I was like a 25, 27-year-old doing this, I feel like I'd be looked at a little funny, But as of right now, I can still get away with it. Oh, he's a little kid. He's expressing himself, whatever, So I don't really care.
Exactly, that's what it's all about.
I mean, Ken Roxon does it. He's like 20,
he does.
He's like 35, 37, something like that, and he's got red hair, blue hair.
I don't know if that's a fact.
Yeah, you might have added a couple years there, but
he's something like that.
It probably feels like that to you. Feels like he's like 20.
He's like Father Time.
Yeah.
No, but I don't know. I guess boredom. I don't know. I didn't really put that much thought into it. Well, the other thing is my sister does hair, so she likes to try new things and whatnot. So I just kind of like I had a buzz cut. I don't know if you know that, but I got a buzz cut. So like I shaved my head and then it grew out and then now she dyed it and I just kind of let her do whatever she wants.
Oh, so she did that while you're home for Christmas. That makes sense.
Yeah. I was home and I needed a haircut and I was like, you want to try something new? She's like, all right.
I've been there before. She's all right. I've been there before. She cut my hair before, dude. I don't remember when.
Yeah, she did. I remember that.
Yeah.
Hey, I remember that. That was like right when we first met.
Yeah, it was the best haircut I ever got.
Yeah. And then, I don't know. I guess boredom, something new.
Wait. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, I was gonna say I watched Urban Cowboy the other day, and it like drove me nuts. Cause like,
go ahead.
after like doing all the rodeo stuff I've been doing, like I didn't know what it was. My dad's like, "Oh, you should watch this movie," and the entire movie is about a freaking mechanical bull. Like they got like chaps on, like they're taping up, they're smacking themselves and like getting all fired up to get on a mechanical bull.
I knew a guy once that. Do you know Mike Heingartner?
No.
He's.
I mean, maybe I do, and I just don't recognize the name.
It's one of Corey White's friends. Like
that guy.
Yeah, we went to Indy one year, dude. He's a bigger guy, okay. And somebody's got a video,
Corey?
but I'll send it to you somewhere. No,
Oh
Mike,
no,
buddy.
no. I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about.
He was. There was a mechanical bull as Indy. It was after Supercross.
Oh shit, no way.
He spent 10 minutes trying to hop on that motherfucker in front of everybody. Dude. He finally got on it though, and he wrote it out. But
I would pay money to see that. That's funny.
Dude, I'll send you the video. How much you want to pay? You said you pay money.
Yeah, no, that would be awesome, though.
Good time.
I've been on one or two.
No, you went full cowboy on us there for a while.
Yeah, 100%. I live on a ranch.
You still are. I mean, that's fine. Like, is Kevin Costner out there or no?
I don't even know who that is.
That's the guy from Yellowstone.
Oh yeah. Me and Rip are hanging out. I actually did see Rip the other day. No, swear. I was in Vegas and I seen him.
What?
Really? You sure it wasn't a street like a Vegas?
No, 100%. I was at the NFR. I was at the NFR and he was there. Like they put him on the mega screen deal, whatever. But no, yeah, rodeo's like a big part of my life now.
No,
I didn't mean for it to be, but it is. It's so similar to motocross, like except way cooler. Like you take all the cool things from motocross, and then take out all the stuff, and you have rodeo.
Well, can we talk about belt buckles though? Say maybe a little bit on the gay side. You got one, don't you?
No, you just don't understand. You don't understand. That's why.
Oh, yeah, that's all right.
See, you've been watching. Hey, Casey, what's that cowboy movie that's like no? Brokeback Mountain. That's what you.
No.
Yeah.
He's so young. He needed 5 minutes to figure out the Brokeback Mountain reference.
Brokeback Mountain, yeah.
Yeah, I've never even seen it. I haven't heard about it.
A guy I work with calls this podcast Brokeback Mountain.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh my, that's funny.
Yeah.
No, but the rodeo stuff's fun. Like whenever I wasn't racing, I went on a rodeo trip. I went from I started here in Texas, went to Gunnison, Colorado, Ogden, Utah, Cheyenne, Wyoming, Dodge City, Kansas, then here, and then I just went to the NFR, which is in Vegas, and dude, it's fun. Like they rough it, go weekend to weekend. The only thing is they don't have to haul dirt bikes and stuff, because all the horses are taken there.
They didn't rough it like we did, Lance. I guarantee you that.
Oh no, our situation was bad, real bad. That sucked.
Yeah,
that was a dark time in my life.
So let's get past the dark times. Who's helping you out this year?
STR. It's a team that we just kind of made, just kind of fell into existence. It's not something we were really going for. It's a weird situation on how it kind of came about. So Stace Smith owns Smith Pro Rodeos, which is the rodeo company that I was working for. And I came here to stay my last year that I was racing, and I came down here for 4 days, and I was supposed to just be here for 4 days and go home, and I didn't go home for 6 months because I came here and I just instantly fell in love with it. We started going to rodeos, we started hanging out, and they showed me because that was before I quit and had a job and all that stuff. So they showed me, hey, there's more to life. There's more out there to experience, and it's not what I always did really bad is put myself in the mindset of I have to do this, and I forgot to live. Have a little bit there's a balance in everything, and I feel right now I have a good balance, and before I did not at all. Whenever me and you were living together, Chad, in Oklahoma, I remember don't get me wrong, me and you had awesome times where we laughed till I cried, and like all that was fun. But I feel that I put myself in a horrible place mentally, and like that's completely what killed me. I mean, Chad, I'm sure you know. And
I'm already aware of 100% of this, dude. I know.
Yeah,
it's just cool seeing you come through that above it. So.
Yeah, because I was in a bad place, and you know, and I was struggling real bad, but now I feel that now, and it took nothing but just time and experience of life to learn, and now I feel that I have a good balance with, because the rodeo stuff is just, it's fun to go do and whatnot. But anyways, they showed me that there's more to life, and like so I fell in love with it. Like I went on my first vacation ever. Like I've never been on a vacation before, and we went down to Florida and just went to the beach, and it was like, didn't even take a dirt bike, and it was the coolest thing ever.
Didn't even take a dirt bike.
yeah, it was insane. First time in my life. I was 18 years old, and so anyways, I fell in love with it. And I just stayed here, and they kind of adopted me, and like that's where I'm at right now. They gave me my own room. Like I completely live here now. It's my address on everything. It's like, it's like home to me now. And it started off as like he was just going to kind of give me a place to stay and ride and whatnot, and then it just like snowballed effect into kind of what we have now. Whereas he's in a position to help me, and then we also got some other people on board, like Taylor Painter with Tapped House. There's a full-blown facility. So, Tapped House is literally right down the road. Like it's on the same property. Huge facility. I mean, we have, I have my own private Supercross track here that's not even part of Tapped House, just for me. Then across the road, we have a full-blown to scale Supercross track. We have an Arenacross track. We have an outdoor track that's kind of set up similar to Master Poles, where it's like a different layout all the time. And then we have, and that's like the big main track. And then over behind me, we have a whole new set of tracks like that, just different turn tracks, all kinds of stuff. And so, I mean, it's insane. We have a full gym, RV park. And what's cool is they also take it to another side of things as far as like we have like Christian riding camps, and like every Wednesday we do Bible study, and so it's super family oriented. Like you have all these. I feel like it's cliche for people to say, "Oh yeah, we're family," when you're on a team or whatever. But I mean, Chad, you know how it is. But it's like this really is like Taylor. If I were to never ride a dirt bike again, and Taylor were to never train again, like we go to church together, like we're good friends. And so for me, he's truly, and I know this, he's truly looking for the best for me, which I think relates to being able to perform well, is because I have somebody that I trust and that is like family to me, actually. And so I just kind of fell into this deal. None of it was planned. Nobody even like was trying to do this. It just kind of happened, and so it's super cool. And like all the kids here are awesome. And we have a solid group that works hard, and we all have our schedules, and, my schedule is different than somebody else's schedule. Like it's all pretty personalized, and so it's awesome. It kind of fits around my schedule and what I like to do. And I can also plan around stuff like Rylan, he's like my little brother now. Like I go watch his basketball games. I go to his football games. Reagan, I would go to all his baseball games. Like I have life outside of this. I have friends here that for months and months didn't even know I rode dirt bikes, and it's cool to have friends that wanted to hang out with me because they wanted to hang out with me, not just because we were around dirt bikes and they wanted to be around, So it's cool because it's like whenever I first came down here, I wasn't even racing. Like I came down here and was staying down here because I loved it so much. Not even for dirt bikes at all. And because I came down here and I was working for him, doing all the rodeo stuff and just hanging out with friends, just living a normal life. And then I just hopped on a bike one day and went out there and rode and was like, oh, man, I shouldn't have done that, you know? and then we started talking and one thing led to another and, you know, here we are. But so now
Reagan,
I have
Reagan. That I remember him because I'm pretty sure we're at Swan.
at Swan.
Yeah. I remember that.
He was like 14 and like 6'2".
Yeah.
Super had
nice
like
family,
full beard. Yeah, no, they're awesome. And
do you remember Swan, by the way?
I hate. Yeah,
that was where your exhaust. That was where your exhaust.
That was one of the most miserable weekends of my life. That was horrible. Longest, like they're 30-minute motos, and I mean they felt like they were like days long.
Right.
Horrible. And the roost there, but no. So I just kind of fell into it, but what I love about it is, you know, they wanted me here. They wanted me around their family. Like I go, you know, like we go to church every Sunday together. We go to family gatherings together. Like we go like when we go on a family vacation, like I'm in their family pictures. Like, you know, like I'm really adopted. It seems like, you know, and but it means a lot to me that they show me the love with or without dirt bikes, you know, and like I what they do for me, like it'll bring me to tears if I talk about it. They do more for me than, you know, I could ever ask for. And I just love the fact that it has nothing to do with dirt bikes.
All right.
It just kind of fell into that, you know? So, but for this year, I'll be on Hondas and we'll have the STR stuff. It's a mixture between Stace, Tapped House, and Ryan, which is Rage Line. So it's a STR.
I was wondering what that stood for. Now I know.
It's our. So there's like 3 of us.
This is a question I had though. It may not be relevant though. Now that you're all country on us, you was always into some music. You know, what's your favorite artist right now?
Oh my gosh! You can't do that to me.
If you say Kenny Chesney, it's done, dude. We're shutting you off. You're not coming back on.
No chance. My music taste is like I mean, you had like a small idea of it when I was 16, but I'm so like off the wall. Like, I mean, I literally, like when I say I listen to everything, there's not a genre out there. Like, I mean, maybe like, I don't know if I'm going to get all like the flute jazz or whatever, like Ron Burgundy over here, but you know, everything else. I'd say my favorite artist right now. What's the dude? He sings a song that's been in my head a lot lately. Is that
song?
Back? Huh?
No, never mind. Good.
No, it's something about shooting into the atmosphere. What is that, Casey? I was singing it all day today.
You're talking about Jupiter?
Yes.
Train?
What? Train. Like that?
Jupiter Train.
No, it's Train.
Train that sings Jupiter.
I listened to a lot of him today on the drive here.
Wait, I'm not sure we're talking about the same thing. Are you talking about 1990s Train?
Yes.
Like drops of Jupiter in her hair.
Yeah.
Oh shit! What a classic, dude.
What's the song about, dude? I just said that those lyrics right there. Drops of Jupiter in her hair. Like what's the song about, dude?
I don't know, but I like it. Anarchy. I don't know what it means, but I love it.
That's not the answer I expected, but you know, whatever.
No,
dude. Like I said, I'm so off the wall. Like, I listen to literally everything. It's like I'll have an artist, I'll play them out in a week, and then I'll go to the next one. Like if we're talking like rap music, I've been on Kodak and Kodak Black and Kevin Gates lately.
21. I like Kevin Gates.
No, I love Kevin Gates, but no, I don't listen to much 21.
Dude, Kodak. I used to love Kodak, but I just watched an interview or his reaction video to one of his videos with some other dudes, and he was so messed up on pills and stuff, like he couldn't even function. And I was just like, all right, he's done.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I probably wouldn't be friends with them in person, but like the music, and I don't listen. I don't even always care what the song is about, just like the beat and the vibe,
The vibe,
and
yeah,
everything.
the
Yeah,
vibe. That's
that's
what it's
it.
all about.
I mean, it can be talking about like, I mean, most songs are about like robbing people and shooting stuff and girls, and and I'm just over here like, just vibing out to it, driving down the road. Hey, I'll let you know next time I'm home if you want to do like an actual like sit down podcast thing.
This is the thing, dude. Like, first you got to build it, right? Like, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna build a studio and shit. You got to build the podcast first, and then
Right.
yeah. I mean, if it seems like it's going the right direction, we can build a studio and have people come there. That'd
be awesome.
That would be sick.
And even like we could have like a full booth or something in St. Louis.
Yeah. Pulp's coming there though, and he's doing a live show in St. Louis, so we may get fucked on that one.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. That's our home. What do you want to do?
We'll set it up right next to him.
Stir the pot. The entire motocross industry.
Dude, see, that's kind of what Derek wants to do, and I kind of do too, but I have this thing, it's called a job, and I got to kind of, you know what I mean? You got to not fuck that up,
Hey, did you hear about like all the hype about me in Florida? Like me taking people out and stuff? Dude, I hate like all the sneak diss and beefs. Like when people have a problem, like, and I don't know if it's from being around rodeo or what, but like if like I have a problem with somebody, I'll tell you straight to your face before I say anything over social media. If I do it over social media, it's for publicity.
Right.
But like, and I don't really mean it. But if it's like if you want to make fake beef on the internet, I'll go for it. But if there's an actual problem, I'll go straight to your face. However you want to handle it, I will handle it.
That's kind of the way that things are nowadays, though. Like with Jake Paul and all that shit, it's like social media. You create this big
dude. There's so many snowflakes, so many like people that just get their feelings hurt nowadays.
We talked about parts of it, but so you went and you retired, right? You went and did your own thing. Okay. What made you come back?
I mean, obviously, like I missed it whenever I was gone, like a lot. But there's also a time period that I went through where, like, dude, I didn't look, touch, I didn't watch, right? Like nothing for 7 months. Like, wanted nothing to do with them. Like, my buddies asked me to go free ride. No, I didn't want to do anything because I wanted it to be real. I wanted it to feel real. Like, I'm done. This is it. This is my life without dirt bikes. And, really decide if this is what I really want or not. And I mean, I was all for it. And then like, obviously it starts to creep in where you're like, man, like what I would give to just like go hit a rut right now, right. Stuff that you'd never even think of. And, so, I mean, I missed it. And then there was, but I was still set like, no, and that's where people started talking to me. Really, Stace started talking to me and was like, hey man, like I think you should give it another go because you're only young once, and it's not something that I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, and went at. It's something that me and him had a lot of long talks about. I did a lot of thinking, a lot of sleepless nights up thinking about, man, is this what I want? Do I want to, if I step back in again, how do I want to do it differently? That was the big question is, if I'm going to do it again, like I have to do everything my way. Like I say my way, I want to be happy doing it, but I want to do it right. Like whatever it takes, I want to do. I don't want to, like, there's no sense in doing it if you're going to half-ass it. And, but there's a lot of talking into it. And then he's like, well, just come down and start riding a little bit and see how you feel and whatnot. So, I came down and I rode for a few weeks. And I got really fast, really quick, and felt that I already surpassed where I was whenever I quit in like just a couple weeks, just sheer mindset, just because I wanted to ride so bad every day. Like there were nights where like I couldn't go to bed because I was like watching old motocross movies. I was like, dude, I can't wait to go tomorrow, and I didn't have that before. like before I was like, dude, I could go all month without riding. I don't care. Like I don't want to. And just the want and how good I got, how fast I got, it is like really showed me that it's literally in your head, you know, like if I'm happy, I feel that I have the ability to, you know, and so that's kind of how it went though. And I came out here, rode for a little bit. I rode for a few weeks and then I didn't ride for a few months after that. Yeah, I went back to work. That's whenever I went and did rodeo stuff and all that. And that's what I did all summer. And then this fall I started riding again. And it's been nothing but grind since then. I'm a little bit frustrated with myself on the lack of consistency as far as like I've just had some things that like I have to take care of, you know, just like family Christmases and stuff like that popping up, you know, that I've had to kind of take small bits and breaks out of my riding. Whereas like, dude, I'm so okay with being like, I want to wake up, do the same thing every day, grind for months. That's where I am mentally. I could become like, I want to be a machine. I want to be an animal. And like my want for it is crazy. And the other thing is, like, I don't know if it's cause like I said, I'm getting older now, but 20 and, like I don't want to go out. I don't want to go party. I don't want to go do that stuff. I don't even want to like go hang out with people. I want to like wake up in the morning, eat what I'm supposed to eat, ride when I'm supposed to ride, work out, do everything that I need to do for the day, and then have my like hour or two of like relaxing, do whatever I want, watch movies. If I want to go socialize a little bit, then I will. But then like be like foam roll, ice bath, hot tub, sleep, wake up, do it again. And that's how I want Monday to Friday to go. And then on the weekends, then I'll go do like little stuff, you know, like maybe go to Top Golf or go, you know, show Chad up on the court, whatever it is that I have to do.
Lance, have you seen Chad's golf swing?
No. Is it better than his shots or what?
It's real bad, dude.
No, it's not. Like he was actually a baller in his day, but his golf swing is a straight baseball swing, like Barry Bonds, elbow up.
Yeah.
Fully cocked.
Yeah, I can't say that I'm the best either. Hey,
I was gonna say, have you taken on golf?
My phone's about to die.
Yeah, it's good, dude. We got plenty of stuff here, anyways. I was gonna say.
Okay.
But no, anytime you want on this rig, just let me know. Literally.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you to hit me up because I'm down literally whenever. I love this stuff because what I like about it too is like if it's just some podcast and that's one thing, but like, you know, like Chad, I've spent a lot of time with you. It's just like talking to my friends.
Right, and that's what we want this to be. Like just
this literally felt like we were just on the phone.
Right.
You know, it didn't feel like a podcast. So.
Right.
Literally, whenever you want, I'm down. You shoot me a text, and I'll be like, okay, and I'll make time for it.
On. When's that? Right on? No, trust me, I got you on that. When does that? When does the Kicker Arenacross shit start?
The 8th, the second weekend of January.
Really? Shit, that's coming right up.
Yeah, I know. I'm riding this week, a little bit this weekend, and then next week, like Wednesday or something, we're taking off.
Nice. Where's the first one at? Do you know?
Colorado.
Oh fuck. That'd be pretty sweet to go to.
What you want to go?
I mean, no.
I can get us a place to stay.
I think it's Friday and Saturday.
Oh yeah, that's probably right. That'd be sweet. And then you said East Coast Supercross, probably.
Yeah, that's what we're going towards. If I don't feel right, if anything doesn't feel right, then we're not going.
Right. No, but, don't blame me on that. Like, do it right or don't do it at all, like you said.
Yeah, yeah, that's what we're doing. So if like I may have to miss the first couple rounds, I may have whatever it is that I have to do, I'm going to do. Right. And then, but like this week, I'm on the big Supercross track the first 2 days. So tomorrow and the next day, I'm on the big Supercross track. Like it's pretty gnarly. And then the one at the house is a little bit more mellow. I'll be on that the next 2 days, and then this weekend I'm going to be on the Arenacross track. like beginning of next week to like polish everything up, and then we're gone, and I'll be racing.
Well, dude, I appreciate you coming on here, and like I said, you're welcome anytime.
No, thanks for having me.
I hope, like, it sounds like you're in the right headspace, and I hope that everything goes the way that you need it to go, whatever way that is. You know what I mean?
Well, thank you.
All right, yeah,
Yeah.
It worked out perfect. You ever want to fucking come back on? Just we'll get it going.
All right, sounds good. I'll talk to you guys later.
See you, man. Good seeing you.
You too. See you.